Am I in the suit? Am I in the suit, they ask. Of course. Of course I'm in the suit. I've been informed. There we go, we're live. Yeah, I've been informed that a suit would be necessary today. So, I came prepared. Hello, hello, lovely people of the internet. How's it going, guys? Stockbroker hit in here today. It's my Wall Street outfit. How's it going, guys? I'm ready. I'm ready. I heard the chapter is fire. So let's start cooking. How's it going, everyone? Hidden lawyer. Did I get spoiled? I got spoiled on a little bit, as per usual. At this point, it's not about what I get spoiled on. It's about what I don't get spoiled on. That's what it feels like. Thank you so much, Killer. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 10 gift memberships, bro. Thank you so much, brother. Welcome all the new members to the Hidden Island gang. Welcome. We got a pretty crazy chapter today, from what I can tell. Seems like everyone's hype about it. The stuff I saw was kind of hype. I honestly didn't see that much. I got spoiled on a little bit, but I really didn't see that much. So yeah, I'm pretty in the dark overall. So don't worry, the reaction is still going to be pretty I don't know, blind, I guess is the word for it. K-Maya says, doesn't matter, I read early spoilers and still got blown away. Well, that's reassuring. That's very reassuring. Okay. Gonna let more people roll into the stream before we get started. Don't forget to like the stream, everybody. Thank you very much, Rubix. I appreciate the help. Yeah, please like the stream, guys. It does help me out. I hope everyone has had a good week so far. I hope everyone's having a good Friday today. My week's been all over the place, but hopefully, you know, today's gonna change that. We'll see. This chapter has a lot of promise. Mario said, Mario Guirao Carbonell says, I was wondering if you're gonna do theory review after the reaction. Mario, I decided actually, originally I was going to do theory review. I'll get to that in a second. Thank you so much, Chance. Let me properly thank you in a minute. I was going to get to theory review today. I didn't realize the chapter was going to be coming out this week. So I decided, because the chapter has come out this early, that means that next week we're not going to have a new chapter. When the actual chapter is officially released, we'll have already read it, being today. So next week, that means that next week we're going to have a pretty open schedule on Friday. Let me just adjust my volume here. We're gonna have an open schedule on Friday, so that means next week we will do the theory review. We're gonna bring that back. I still have the playlist for that queued. But let me just give a huge thank you to Chance. Thank you so much, Chance Rainey, for the 10 gifted memberships. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, and welcome to all the new members of the channel. I hope you guys enjoy. I know I've been saying this time and time again, but I do have this next video coming, and so far I wrote the first draft of the script, and it just kept going. So this is, I don't know how much fat I'm going to be able to trim off of this one. We might be in for a long video on this next Usopp video that I'm making. Might be a considerably sized one. So what I'm trying to say is that all the hidden VIPs, this video will definitely be out within the month that you have your membership. So just keep an eye out. You will be getting early access to the next video. I'll be putting that up 24 hours before I upload it publicly, so you'll get a chance to watch it. Might even put it up sooner than that. We'll see. I drank a little bit before stream. If I seem a little bit buzzed, that's what that is. I think this is Dak says, what's up, Dak? Says, I think this is 3 consecutive months living off the Hidden Island stimulus checks. Let's go. Let's go. You know what? I welcome it, bro. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to have you on the stimulus checks, my friend. I mean, I pretty much give you the early access anyway, so it's not too much different, but hopefully I can make it worth everyone's while. Love me an Usopp vid? I'm glad to hear that. Man, I love Usopp. I love Usopp. I got so much to say about him. You know, this analysis probably isn't going to introduce too many new concepts that you've never heard before. The theory bit at the end might be something new, but the Usopp theory coming up, I just think it's going to be... I haven't seen that many, like, full all-around analyses of Usopp as a character, you know, his proclivity to lie, all that stuff. I think that's really important to delve into, so I think this video is going to bring a lot of value to Usopp fans and to the analysis end of One Piece content. That's the hope. I'd love to shift more into analysis. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty dried up on theories right now. I don't really have any ideas striking me. I don't got that lightning in a bottle. Yeah, the emotes, that's true. The emotes is cool. Plus, I get to play a funny little video every time. Actually, I didn't play one for Chance's membership. Let me play this membership welcome video. I'm gonna have to eventually limit these to like 1 or 2 a stream. But let me play this, and then I think I'm pretty ready to get started on the chapter. So let's just run another welcome for all our new members, and then we'll get started on the chapter here. Alright. Gotta step away from the stream for a bit, but hope to be back soon. No worries, man. We'll still be here. Sayouter says, not the biggest fan of Usopp, so I'm intrigued to see what you have to say. I would hope that by the end of my video, I make you a bigger fan of Usopp. That's the goal. You know? I know that there's a lot of people, out there that kind of get annoyed by Usopp's character, and I think that's fine. That's, like, understandable. They also feel like, you know, he hasn't done much lately in the story, which is also a pretty valid thing. But I think there's a lot of nuance to how he's written. I think Oda put a lot of thought into designing his character, and I think that there's a really cool setup that's happening right now with Usopp that I think if it were to happen the way I think, it would make people appreciate him a lot more and what his purpose is in the story, as well as you know, kind of what he symbolizes, especially in a story full of like legends and folk heroes and all these references to all these other classical heroes of literature. I think that there's something interesting that Oda is trying to say with Usopp's character, and yeah, I'll leave the rest for the vid. It's gonna be a pretty in-depth one, so hopefully you guys like it when it drops. With that out of the way, yes, indeed, Max. Max Lister says, shout out to Chance Rainey. Appreciate it, brother. Chance is my GOAT, bro. Shout outs. Alright, so let's get started on this chapter. I've changed around, if you haven't noticed, I've changed the filter around a little bit. I've added my little watermark and shit here. I've changed it around just because I've noticed that everyone else has been doing that, and I'm not sure if it's because of, you know, Shueisha cracking down on channels. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to play it safe. So we got a little bit of an updated chapter layout. I hope you guys don't mind. The filter is up. But let's get cracking. One Piece, chapter 1082. Let's go and claim it. Hold on. Let's start this one with a blinker. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go and claim it. Starting off pretty strong. Got a nice little cotton candy chopper. Got a nice little thing. Hold on. Where is this shit? Got a nice little cotton candy. on the fucking cover story here, so big shout outs to my boy. Chopper mistaking Zeus for cotton candy and taking a bite. No fucking way. Vice Admiral T-Bone was adored by civilians and Marines alike. Navy HQ officer dead. Vice Admiral T-Bone killed. An obituary makes the front page. News of his death shocked the world, but the Navy refused to comment on the details of the incident. Damn, son. Rest in peace to my boy T-Bone. One of the most captivating fights for Sanji in the story, I would have to say. I would say that's up there. That's up there in his top bouts, in his top little battles. If I had to think of the top 5 battles in all of One Piece, I think T-Bone versus Sanji is probably in that top 5 somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly, but it's somewhere there. So obviously the Navy had something to do with this, right? This is not just some accident. This is a cipher pole. This is a cipher pole thing here. Navy HQ, have they caught the man who did it? Nope, not yet. But we're certain the culprit's family is bound to be pretty well off after this. Huh. What's the world coming to, Otsuru-chan? The civilians... Oh, this is probably, You know what this is, bro? You know what? This is the fucking Cross Guild bounties at work here. These are Marines getting hunted by, Was it T... Oh, yeah, T-Bone didn't fight Sanji. It was, Yeah. I don't remember. It was, was it Zoro? I honestly, the whole T-Bone segment is a little bit of a blur to me. Have they caught the man who did it? Yeah, so this is probably like a Cross Guild situation. This is like his bounty got hunted. That could also be the case. The civilians we're sworn to protect are stabbing us in the back. It's unbearable. Pirates aren't the only ones interested in money, you know. We Marines have bounties on our heads now. It's only natural for people to come after us. Yeah. Makes sense, especially in a place like Pepe. Don't tell me this man died in Pepe Kingdom. Where over 1,000 die of starvation every year. It's no wonder he was killed there. Poverty and wealth. We all adapt to our circumstances. Interesting. He was in the Pepe Kingdom and died in the Pepe Kingdom. That's quite a start to the... Is this was this what everyone was getting hyped over? Was it Pepe? Not that I'm trying to defend the culprit, of course, just noting that if this is what that darn clown had in mind, we've severely underestimated him. How can you protect and serve the people if you have to constantly look over your shoulder when you're around them? If we don't neutralize this Cross Guild group soon, this will kill the morale of every Marine and weaken the whole Navy. This is... Okay, so a couple things. Number one, I just like their little mess hall here. I think this is a cool little bit of scenery. Number two, yeah, this makes a lot of sense, right? I was hoping that we'd see the effects of these Marine bounties come into play, and I was wondering if there would be situations where we see Marines get taken out by other pirates or get captured by other pirates. But in this case, we're just kind of getting like we're just having Marines that we've met throughout the story, kind of get like off-screened. With like T-Bone, like that's a character no one really cared about, right? Like no one was really hoping for him to come back. So I'm sure there's a lot of other Marines that are going to kind of fall into this basket here of, like, you know, victims of the Cross Guild, victims of the Marine bounty system. That's pretty cool. I like that we're already seeing the effects of this, and it was only introduced conceptually, not that long ago. If we don't, yeah, so I read that. Hey Hina, have you seen Garp? There's a new rice cracker flavor I wanted to try. They would be sharing rice crackers like that, wouldn't they? That's based. He said he was off to save Kobe a few days ago, so he's probably teamed up with Sword. Pretty sure Kujaku's with him at least. What? Don't tell me they've gone to Hachinosu. Oh no. Wait a second. OP Scans, what's your goal coming here right now, bro? Are you hoping to answer my questions now? Because you were dodging them all day yesterday. Now do you want to answer the questions? Is that why you came here? He's here to advertise. This looks great. This looks great on you guys, I gotta say. Fucking loser ass behavior. Enjoy the ban.
You fool!
So this is interesting to me. This is Sengoku and Tsuru reacting to the information about Kujaku. Almost like, because we know that it's Tsuru's granddaughter, right? So, does this imply Sengoku has something to do with that? Because this kind of reaction, I mean, obviously he's reacting to Garp too, right? But this kind of reaction is, yeah. Yeah, I think that's a little funny detail. Empty Bluffs Island, New World. Good job crossing the seas and making it here. Thank you. Oh man, I want to get to this chapter. Can I just hold on? I'm sorry. And you can blame OP Scans for this. You can blame OP Scans for this. These guys want to play like they don't want to answer questions because they're controversial or because because people are being rude to them. They say, "Oh, don't come into the stream and act negatively." Meanwhile, they send their fucking goons to everyone's stream to fucking spam in the chat, "Go read OP Scans." And what do? The day after I level valid criticism at them, and you can go watch the VOD right now. You can go watch the VOD and you can look at the questions I was asking them, and you can see that what I was saying, aside from one curse word I put in my first question as kind of like a slight little abrasive joke, aside from that, valid questions. They dodged all the questions and they refused to actually properly answer them and claim that, "Oh, I'm being too controversial." Meanwhile, they're here the very next day. They're here the very next day in my stream saying, "Read OP Scans." So you want to play like, "Oh, this is about the community." You want to play like, "Oh, this is about, we're just nice guys. We're just a bunch of nice guys making illegal scanlations in a field that's already illegal. We're going to add competition. We're going to throw sticks onto the fire and get Shueisha to look at us. Get Shueisha to crack down on scanlations harder." Get the hell out of here, bro. Fucking whack. Whack. Just constant demonstrations that OP Scans are scumbags. That's the constant demonstration. How about this, scumbags? How about you address the question that, why are you making scans for spoiler readers when spoiler readers don't care to wait for the scans in the first place? Why did you lock your chapters? Why did you try and attempt to lock your chapters behind a paywall after having 3 chapters out? You had 3 chapters out. You were a brand new scanlation team and you immediately jumped to locking shit behind a paywall. What does that tell people about your motivations? What does that tell people about your desires for when you come into the community and you say, "We're doing it for the community. We're doing it because we love One Piece." Meanwhile, pay me for taking Oda's work and shoving it through Deep L Translate for fucking 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes to translate and still got spelling errors on the page. And you want to accept money for Oda's work and you want to frame it as you're doing it for the community? Get the fuck out of here. What kind of crack are you smoking that you think this shit helps anyone. It doesn't help anyone. All it's done is split the community between 3 chapters every single week. Now every single person has to go out there and talk about 3 different translations of the same fucking chapter, and we gotta theorize about 3 different translations of the same fucking chapter because you idiots can't wait an extra day for TCB to drop. And you want to act like you have the high ground? You want to act like I'm the toxic one when you guys are actively ruining the community with this shit? Get out of my face, bro. You want to come into my stream and act big? You're a bunch of fucking noobs, bro. You came into the community a few fucking months ago, shoving your shit scans onto fucking Twitter, spamming them onto everyone's streams, and now you want to act like you run the shit? Like you've been a part of this? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I've been grinding blood, sweat, and tears into this fucking shit, and I still get spoiled by your actions. I still get spoiled, bro. I still get fucking spoiled by people like you who don't give a shit about the fans. You just give a shit about making a quick buck and getting some recognition. You think this is some fucking journey up the Grand Line like you're some fucking pirate adventurer. You're gonna get some big recognition for putting out the scans. You can be part of the discussions. Get real, bro. Actually contribute. Talk about the chapters. Properly translate the chapters. Actually talk about the content of the chapters. Actually talk about what is worth talking about. Don't put your BS translations out there and act like you're part of the fucking community, bro. I could do that shit in an evening. Give me the raws you got and I'll do better translations than you in one fucking afternoon. With no spelling errors. Get out of my stream. Loser behavior, bro. That's all I can describe it as. And they want to front. They want to front out here. They want to act like they're fucking. They want to act like they're all these. They're positive. They're all. Oh, we're such a wholesome guys. We want to help the community. We're here to bring our chapters to the community. Get out of here, bro. Yeah, they can be nice on TOPT. They can go on TOPT and play nice. I guarantee you if I brought them on my stream and started asking them about what their favorite One Piece character or their favorite chapter or moment was, if I brought them on my stream and asked them those questions, I guarantee they'd play nice. But you know what questions they're not going to play nice with? They're going to play they're going to play mean when I start asking the questions people want to hear about. They're gonna play mean when I start asking the questions that people have fucking concerns about. When I say, why are you making these garbage scanlations with tons of errors and shoving them out and rushing them out? Why are you pushing the release schedule of chapters back? For what? For what? They were on stream yesterday talking about how they don't make a profit from this. So what's the incentive? You don't make money from it, apparently. You don't help the community. You give spoiler readers just another avenue to spoil people. What's the incentive? What's the incentive? I don't get it. Out of my face with that. You want to be a fucking snake and you want to front like you're doing a good thing when you're actually not? That's all good, bro, but don't fucking come into my stream and then don't go on a one stream and act all nice and shit and then go onto another stream and act like this. It's fake. You're on fucking stream, bro. It's in the VOD. They're gonna see you acting like a douchebag. They're gonna see you acting like this on the fucking stream chat. They're gonna see you coming into my chat to advertise, and you're gonna look like a stupid asshole. I don't care how angry I get, bro. This is my stream, my fucking server. Let's take a minute to unwind here. And you know what? You want to act all big? Why don't you come onto my stream? Why don't we break down line by line the fucking chapter? And I'll bring in my wife into the room too. She's a native speaker, so you can prove to me how good your Japanese is. Let me see you have a full-on conversation with her. Let's see you fucking do it, because you know so much. Why don't you come on stream with me, someone who's not gonna fucking beat around the bush and pussyfoot with fucking basic-ass questions. Trying to make friends. Fuck out of here. Let's see you come on my stream. Let's see how you like it. All my homies hate OP scans. Yes, Rasta, thank you. All my homies hate OP scans. Bannable offense in here. Bannable offense. Whack behavior. Whack behavior from that whole side of the community. An entire section of the community. Acts like absolute children. Absolute children. The moment you criticize a fucking translation, they act like children. Thank you for all the gifted memberships, Killer. Thank you for the gifted memberships, Chance. I honestly don't deserve it for acting like that. I really don't. I honestly should get a grip on myself, but this shit is like too much for me, man. I've been going through a fucking hell week right now, and I'm not trying to come on my stream, on my own space that I spent fucking 2 years cultivating with a community that I fucking put my heart and soul into, and I'm not gonna have these dudes come in here and treat me like some fucking pest. I'm not gonna have them come in here and treat me like some fucking crazy person who's such an asshole for speaking out about their garbage work. Like they're immune to criticism, bro. Like they're immune. Like you're just not allowed to be criticized because you're the small guy. You're only allowed to punch up at the big YouTubers. No one complained when I punched up at GLR. No one complained. But the moment I punch at a new guy, everyone has a fucking problem. Even though the new guy is being an asshole. I don't need to drop a diss track. I don't need to drop shit. Thank you guys. I really don't deserve the donations. I really don't. I genuinely don't. I think that this is such a dumb situation, and my reaction to it is obviously not the most professional or appropriate, but at the end of the day, I'm human. I come onto the stream, I don't stop being human the moment the camera comes on. I don't. So you want to come in here and be a scumbag? That's fine, but I'm going to call you out for it. And if you want me to be emotionless and you want me to go and stare at the chapter and fake a reaction for you and pretend I'm happy while I'm having people shit on me in my own chat over nonsense, you come to the wrong place. You've come to the wrong place if you think I'm going to put on a show. I'm being myself. Every fucking stream, I'm being myself. Vid, $25. Spittin' Island. Bro's gonna knock out the OP scans bots in the chat with his Conquerors hockey right now. We smoking on that hashtag OP packs. OP pack scans. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Vid. Thank you, Green. Thank you, Green Tornado, for the 5 memberships, bro. Thank you. My fucking goat cooking. Thank you for the $20, Killer. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Speaking my mind about this topic in a while, I can relate to this aggression. Great, the cat is coming out of the bag. Keep up your good work, man. Thank you, Reg. Thank you. Thank you for the 20 euros. Banks, thank you for the $10. Conquerors hockey hidden. Keep doing your thing, brother. Don't let the bums get to you. On the real, I'm looking forward to your thoughts on this chapter. Hashtag Buggy Gang. Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. No, that's the thing, Axe. He says, go tell Larry it was his mods that muted you. That's not what it's about, man. It's not about Larry and his mods. That's a whole other thing. We'll address that. I'll address that with him. But the OP scans thing is a whole... I've been crusading on this for months, you know? This is not something that spawned yesterday. And you know, I know it's all love, and people are like, oh, you got to keep the vibes. Oh, you got to keep it nice. You don't want to make them uncomfortable. You don't want to ask controversial or uncomfortable questions. So what? Are we supposed to sit here and fucking thumb up our ass, like smile in each other's faces and act like they're like people aren't doing something wrong when they are? Like, do we just got to be fake with each other? Can we be real for a second and talk about like what's good, what's bad? Like, hey, if OP Scans is doing good things, right? If OP Scans was doing good things, we would talk about those too. we would talk about that. Hey, let's talk about the coloration that OP Scans did the other week. That was pretty good. Great. You colored a fucking chapter. I understand. That's wonderful, and that's what everyone kept harping on over and over. But the problem is, there's all these other issues that we can't just ignore simply because we have one little good thing that happens with the coloring or whatever. Like, there's all these other things we got to talk about. Can we not be fake, and can we not just put on a show and pretend like, oh, like, this is all about being a community, because One Piece is all about interconnectedness. Because One Piece is such a friendly, wholesome series, that means we have to ignore when people are being bad actors, because we have to maintain this veil of friendship that everyone in the community has. Meanwhile, we're all just normal people. We're all going about our day. Half of us are getting spoiled by other people being bad actors. It's like, why don't we just call it out, bro? Why don't we call it out? And why are we silencing people who try and call it out? Why aren't we talking about the fact that every time someone criticizes this Scanlation group, they have a horde of fans with literally in their username, it says OP Scan is #1, OP Scan fanboy. Like, these are their usernames. They have like burner accounts or something that are like OP Scan fans, and they go to people's streams and they spam shit. And I say anything in the stream they're in, and they fucking spam. They ask for me to get banned like ASAP. Like, can we talk about that? Are we just gonna pretend like that's not, OP Scans is not responsible for their community's actions? They got literal OP Scans in the name. If I had viewers of my stream named Hidden Island Fanboy, Hidden Island is #1, going to other people's streams and saying, hey, go watch Hidden Island's stream. If I had Hidden Island Fanboy #1 come to your fucking stream chat every week and say, hey, you should go check out Hidden's stream and advertise my stream in your chat, would you find that annoying? Would you think I'm responsible? Would you say, hey, Hidden, can you get your fan base under fucking wraps to prevent them from doing this sort of thing? I think you would. I would. Cyborg says, dude, no one is enjoying this rant. How about this, bro? You can enjoy this fucking ban. Enjoy that. You fool. Enjoy the fucking ban. And you know what? This VOD's staying up on the channel. I'm not members onlying this shit. I'm gonna leave it up into the public. All you can watch this. Every single one of you can watch this in a week, 2 weeks, whatever. I'll stand by these words. I'll stand on all 10 on these words. Like the stream. Like the stream, please. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to make it heated like that. Everyone coming to me and asking me like, Hidden, are you okay, bro? Like, what's good with you, man? Like I don't have a right to be upset at this. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the chapter. I'm sorry. Parthavad Lamani donated $20. Thank you, my friend. Really. He said, OP Scans Nut Riders have been in my mentions all day. It's crazy how they can cultivate a fan base for doing almost nothing of value. I ponder this all the time. I've been racking my brain for weeks trying to figure out what value they bring to the table, and that spoilers don't, like that the spoiler blurbs don't. The only value I can see that OP Scans adds, aside from the fucking blurbs of spoilers, is the pretty pictures. And guess what? The pretty pictures don't come from OP Scans. They're stolen from Oda. So they can't even take credit for the actual events of the chapter. All they're doing is basically taking the spoiler paragraph, copy and pasting it into the chapter, essentially. And they're just stealing fucking views from the actual places that give Oda revenue. And you want to say, oh, you read TCB every week. Yeah, well, I have a sub to fucking Shonen Jump on my phone. Okay, I read the fucking actual translations of the chapter every week too. I'm paying the fucking correct avenues. I actually do pay for... I actually buy the new manga volume of One Piece for my wife every time it comes out. I contribute directly. Hate how they play the community card like they're not just actively tarnishing the story. It's the go-to. It's the go-to. It's the go-to. Of course they play the community card. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? It's the community that's supporting them right now. The community is so starved for One Piece chapters, they absolutely cannot wait the extra 24 hours or whatever it takes. It used to take to get the TCB. TCB used to come out on Thursdays. People absolutely couldn't wait for the extra 24 hours that they had to just jump onto the OP Scans wagon, regardless of the fact that it's just littered with errors and mistranslations and grammatical issues, and they just, who cares? Let's just soil our first impression of the chapter. At this point, guys, why don't we just look at the pictures? Why don't we just look at the pretty pictures and go, ooh, oh wow, look, buggy cross guild tent. These bubbles may as well be empty, because when you have people that don't bother to take the time translating properly, then what you're reading in the bubbles is probably not going to be the way that Oda wrote it. So you might as well be looking at blank bubbles when you're reading their scans. That's how bad they are. So why don't we just cut to the chase? Why don't we just cut to the chase and just start looking at the pretty pictures as a group? Instead, why don't we just say fuck translating it and put the pictures up? Because that's because people don't care, right? We don't care about the actual, well, like, we don't care about accuracy anymore. We don't care about waiting. We don't want to be patient. We just want to see what happens next. So let's just put the pictures up on the screen. Good job on crossing the seas and making it here. This is on Empty Bluffs Island. Thank you. Be proud. The emperors of the underworld are smiling because of you. Everyone is proclaiming the birth of a new star, a champion of evil. I heard my family received the payment. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. Oh, so this is the guy who killed T-Bone? This is the future. This is the next Pirate King after Luffy's done. Don't mention it. You took down one of the Navy HQ's finest vice admirals. You're evil charisma incarnate. Stop being so humble. Gah! Wow, man. Thank you, he says. Hidden, happy to be here. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for everyone that's actually sticking around. I know it's no fun to, like, I really understand. It's no fun to talk about and rant about negative shit. You know, like I didn't come on to the stream with that intention. I just hope you guys understand that. And when you get me going, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get my words out there. I'm gonna say what I'm thinking. And then when I'm done, we can go back to the fun stuff. But unfortunately, occasionally, we gotta talk about the not fun stuff. Because the not fun stuff actively affects the fun stuff. This, right now, this experience, me reacting to the chapter, is actively affected by the not fun stuff we have to talk about. Because whether or not I get spoiled, or other people get spoiled, or the first impression of a chapter is good or bad, depends entirely upon the actions of the scanlators. So we have to talk about it. So I'm sorry if it's not something you wanted to hear about today, and you didn't want the stream to get derailed, and you wanted to just see me give my reaction to the chapter. I don't blame you. I really don't. I totally understand where you're coming from. If I was a viewer, I would feel similarly. I really would. But I gotta be real. I gotta be real. You know, I gotta talk about it. Your crazy stunt really shocked the Marines. They'll have your head for sure if they catch you. That's probably not good. It's probably not good news to hear. Probably not good news to hear. Even though I can't see my family ever again, it's better than watching. Oh, that's all right. Never mind. Why am I laughing at this? This is not funny anymore. It's better than watching them die of starvation. I'm so hungry. Okay, so he's one of the people who lives on Pepe Kingdom. I'm gonna have to see the official translation to see how that's handled. Maybe there's like something else in the spell in there. Rest easy, friend. We'll take care of you as a fellow pirate. As a pirate? Get it? One of the emperors is taking you under his wing, the bombastic clown himself, Buggy-sama. He's on another level. The 2-bit pirates you've met before aren't fit to lick his boots. I love the way his crew gasses him up. This is crazy. This is just like how certain dick riders gas up a different thing. Never forget this moment. I wonder who's the clown in this scenario. Never forget this moment. You're standing face to face with a living legend. Yeah, it's Buggy-sama in the flesh. Buggy in the flesh. Buggy in the flesh. Buggy in the flesh. Sorry to interrupt you, Barley-sama. You're so fresh. That makes me sound like some kind of cereal. Barley-sama. We finished it, sir. A ship worthy of Crossguild. Leave it to me. I've got some talented shipwrights under me. Making you the figurehead was the obvious choice, Chairman Buggy. I think it turned out great. Oh, this is great. This looks like the Bardo Club ship. This looks like the fucking Bardo Club ship. Wow. Excellent. I love that. That's a great ship design. That's fit for a Yonko, you know what I mean? You expect us to use this thing? This reaction, I need this. I need this as a reaction image. I need this. Let's take this to the meeting room. Oh, no. Chances, my name idea for the ship is the last laugh. I love that. I love that. That's a great idea. That's a fucking great idea. If the ship's name is genuine, like if it happens to be the last laugh, that's easily a top 5 ship right there. I genuinely think this is dope. It's probably not the most fitting design for Crocodile and Mihawk, but then again, who's the captain, you know? Let's hear it for the greatest ship ever. You guys really outdid yourselves. In the meeting room. Public awareness of Crossguild is growing as planned. The Navy is starting to understand the threat we pose. Please, just kill me already. The pain. We need to have unparalleled influence to form our utopia and become a strong military state. But before all that, we need to... Alright. That's it. That is confirmation. That's like the last bit of confirmation I need to just go all in. I'm just going all in on the One Piece is the ancient, like the One Piece is the name of the ancient kingdom idea. Because now we've had multiple groups of pirates talk about forming a literal country and forming a utopia of some kind. We had Big Mom and Kaido plan to dominate the world doing this. We have now Mihawk and Crocodile doing the same thing. I don't know, guys. One Piece being the name of the ancient kingdom. I know I've been saying this for a good minute, and I know, you know, maybe I got tunnel vision on this, but I can't help but like look at this information and think, you know, where's Oda going with this? You know what I mean? Does that mean that every person in One Piece, everyone that's vying for Pirate King right now, does that mean that every one of them has their own utopia, like, envisioned, you know, like their own perfect world? that's tied into Luffy's dream. Like maybe Luffy's dream is related to some kind of utopia. And what we have to figure out is maybe not that, like, maybe what the dream is, but more so what type of utopia Luffy's dream seeks to make, right? That could be what it is. Kaido asked Luffy, what world do you wish to make? A world where my friends can eat as much as they want. That's coming up again here. We have this whole kingdom, the Pepe Kingdom, with no food. Everyone's starving here. It's being taken advantage of by this crew looking to establish a utopia. It's like every single person that wants to establish a utopia leaves people starving in their wake. And Luffy's the only one whose goal explicitly wants to prevent that. That's really interesting. That's just like a... Not that I'm going to say this is like definitive, but for me personally, as far as my headcanon goes, like this is just so much fuel to the fire for me. Our overwhelming power, right? This is wrong. This isn't how I wanted my life to go. And to do that, we've got to find a way to gather an enormous amount of wealth. You're saying we need wealth and power and fame, possibly? Well, that sounds like a recipe for success right there. I may be out of line here. And I know you may do away with me for saying this, but how can you call yourselves pirates with schemes like that? What did this cockroach just say? Wait a second, is this like a Buggy character moment right here? You're doing it all backwards. You must have heard, right? Red Hair is making his move too. We used to be on the Pirate King's crew together, but circumstances prevented us from going to Laugh Tale with the others. Now tell me. Way back when, what did you guys want to be? Wait a second, what is going on? When I sailed with Shanks, he shone so brightly with potential. I knew I couldn't measure up, so I let go of my real dream. Wait a second, is Buggy about to become a top tier character? I know some of you are like, he already was, but like, no, I mean like seriously, like no jokes. Like, is he about to drop some fucking wicked pirate philosophy on us right now? Prep me for this, boys. Prep me. Just hold my phone. Like, are you kidding? Really? Oh, shit. 24 years ago, the day Gold Roger was executed, you said it yourself, didn't you, Shanks? You said your crew would reach Laugh Tale one day, too. But I've changed my mind. But, yo, Buggy, I'm not ready to go for it yet. What? But I'm still gonna be a pirate. You're not the next generation's king? I misjudged you, Shanks. No way! Wait. Come with me, Buggy. I'm not going to work under you, idiot! You coward! Wait a second! Don't you care about following in Captain Roger's footsteps? You haven't forgotten, have you? Holy shit. It's your fault I lost that treasure. I was not ready for this. I'm sorry. I was not ready for this fucking chapter. I thought I was delaying, like... Hold on. Okay, I gotta just establish a difference here. There's a difference between this chapter and the last three we got. The last three chapters we got were goated. This chapter, this development right here is something I thought was not coming until fucking Laugh Tale. I thought this is not coming until the end. So, I gotta prep you. This is shaking me a little bit. I was not expecting this Buggy development right now. It's your fault that I lost the treasure map. I still haven't forgiven you for that. You better watch your back next time we meet. That no good Shanks is finally making his move, but what good is it now? I don't know why, but somehow, through luck or chance or whatever, we're on equal footing again. And this is the way it is. I may as well go ahead and say it. I want to be king of the pirates. Ah! Yes! Buggy! Oh my god! Buggy gang! Buggy gang! Chads! Drop the chats! Drop the fucking chads in the chat right now, gentlemen. I need to see a wall of Giga Chads in the chat for such a statement. For such a balls to the wall statement in front of Mihawk and Crocodile. Are you kidding me? What? What? Okay. You want to be king of the pirates, huh?
Nice.
Damn. And this is the way it is. I may as well go ahead and say it. I want to be king of the pirates. Wealth? Power? Why stop there when we can have it all? Let's go for it. Let's go and claim the ultimate treasure. Yeah! What? Let's go! Yeah, let's fucking do it! Let's do it, Buggy! Oh, let's go, bro! Yeah, I can't believe you're deluded enough to buy your own con. Remember, we're only letting you keep that title of yours because it benefits us. You think we're just gonna carry you to the top? We're not playing pirates here. This is serious business! You don't have a clue, let alone a plan. Do you really expect us to go just pick fights with Red Hair, Blackbeard, and Straw Hat? Well, aren't you some... Are you kidding me? You're saying you don't want to pick a fight with Red Hair? Okay, I don't want to hear anyone talk to me anymore about how Mihawk will low diff or like cook Shanks and Mihawk, you know, busted Shanks. I don't want to hear none of that anymore. How do you explain this line, my friends? What is this? What? You expect us to go pick? Yeah, I do. Because you're supposed to be his rival, bro. You're supposed to be the guy that picks a fight with Red Hair. What are you talking about? It's a scramble for the treasure. We only need to beat them to it. Let me show you. There are some words that light a fire in the heart of every pirate, and it's because they all set sail for the same reason. God, I'm so thankful I didn't read OP scans for this chapter. Woo-hoo-hoo! Shout outs to TCB. I don't even... Look, all I'm going to say, if there was any spelling errors in these sentences, this would have been ruined. Listen up, men. Stop it, Buggy. What dream drove you all to the sea? Chairman Buggy wants to give us back that spark. Oh man, I'm not sure I'm ready for this. Every moment you cling to life might be your last. So why ignore that screaming urge inside you? If you gave up because the reality of it was too daunting, now's your chance. It's time for us to set sail, to reach out and grasp what we desire most. It's time for us to finally go and claim the One Piece. Yo, he's getting... What is this? What is going on? Buggy Sencho! No way, bro. This is my captain. This is him. He's the guy. He's the guy. So what do you think about Ship? It enemy or what? Who it be? Wait a second. Did they get an OP Scans guest feature translation in the chapter? They got an OP guest translation. Which one of you guys did this page? What you think about Ship? It enemy or what? Who it be? Kamabaka Queendom. Grand Line. Crash, Clang. You want to bet on it? I wager it's an enemy. Who's in? Sounds good to me, Jay. I'll put 1 mil on it being Sabo. Making a safe return. You what? Wait. Hold on. Who is this fucking guy? Is this Oyasumi Poon Poon? On the Revolutionary Army? Revolutionary Army, Vice Captain of the West Army, Ushiano, Morley's subordinate. Revolutionary Army, Vice Captain of the East Army, Ahiru, Bello Betty's subordinate. Oh, this is dope. So they have their vice captain kind of guys. This is fucking, these guys are based off of like folktales or something. This is got Humpty Dumpty over here. Revolutionary Army, Vice Captain of the South Army, Gamble, Lindbergh's subordinate. Revolutionary Army, Vice Captain of the North Army, Jiran, Karasu's subordinate. This guy's cool. I like this design here. Crash Clang. Why is she Bello Betty's subordinate and not Lindbergh's? Why is Gamble Lindbergh's subordinate and not the chick with like with the steampunk arm? Crash Clang, want to bet on it? I wager it's an enemy. Who's in? Sounds good to me, Jay. I'll pull 1 mil on it being Sabo. Okay, I read this shit already. Dragon-san, Eva-san, Sabo's back. So he made it home okay? Thank goodness. I knew something was up. What the fuck? This chapter was what? This chapter was crazy. I have whiplash. I knew something was up when you said you'd bet 1 million. I ain't coughing up a single penny. Now I'll ring it out of you. Oh, you used those binoculars, didn't you? What binoculars? Welcome back, Sabo. You think you can get away with it by eating them? Huh? Because he has an eating ability? Whiz, clack. Sabo, I was just about to shoot you. Glad you didn't. Everything okay, Ahiru? Were you worried? Maybe a little. Sabo, you safe. Me happy. Oh, yeah. I like this guy. I like the way he talks. You know what'd be funny? I'm not gonna harp on these guys anymore. They're not worth the time. Never mind. I was gonna say, I'll just say it. You know what'd be funny? If in the OP Scans version of the chapter, he's the only fucking person that spoke with correct grammar. That'd be hilarious. You just went radio silent. How could you do that to us? My bad, Koala. I couldn't get my hands on an encrypted transponder snail. All my calls would have been monitored. What do you mean, dude? You were literally monitored in your call. You called them, though. I used the usual 3-beat code to signal I was all right. Didn't you hear? I was even on Lulusia when it happened. Yeah, but your phone call... Your phone call is what... Isn't that what got Lulusia axed? I don't understand. That's confusing. Alright, well, whatever. 3-beat code. You made me so worried. Sorry. Could be referring to the SFX scene in chapter 1060. Was there an SFX there that was like a beat? Like 3 beats? Like 3 knocks or something? That's interesting. Sabo, why are all you boys like that? Wah, Morley, don't scare us like that again, silly. Wah. I remember you losers from Lulusia. You've come a long way. Oh, so Sabo got everyone off there. It's a real shame what happened to your homes, but I heard you were hoping to join our cause. Yes, ma'am. First things first, get some rest. We'll straighten you out after that. Everyone's okay. Lulusia was already on the chopping block. World government was going to wipe them anyway. Okay, yeah. I just remember it as being like... I don't know why I remember them like trying to hit Sabo with that too, right? So like, I guess, I mean, it probably, if it was already on the chopping block, it wouldn't have made a difference that it was not on like a hidden or like a coded transponder snail or whatever. But that whole situation was still weird. It felt like negligent, but like, why wouldn't he have one of them on him, right? But how did he save everybody? That's the question. Did he get all of them off the island before it got vaporized? Because when... Well, I'm going to have to go back to 1060. But let's finish the chapter first. Let me just pull this up in advance. Because the way I remember it is everyone seemed to be on the island when the blast began. Right? Here, let me just quickly... I have the panel here. Let me just quickly look at it. Everyone seems to be in town at the moment of this. Look at this. The flash starts while they're all still in town next to the buildings and stuff. How do they get out of here? How did he get them out? Right? That's gonna need a little bit more, I don't know. That might need a little bit of explanation. It's not the end of the world, but, you know, Moda was clearly there. Like, I'm looking right now at the, I know I closed out the panel already, but I'm looking at the panel on my other screen. Moda is there, in panel, in the village, next to the buildings, next to everyone else. By the looks of it, right? Like, let me just double check. Is that not Moda? That looks like the milkmaid cap she has on or whatever. That looks to be her. Like, hold on. I guess I gotta pull up this image just to prove what I'm saying. Is this chick here not Moda? Is this not Moda right here? I guess this could be too. Yeah, I guess... Yeah, I guess her face is not shown among the people that are in the village. Okay. There's reasonable doubt for Moda not having been in the village there. If I really wanted to get into it, I could compare the hat patterns and stuff, but it's really unnecessary. I remember you lose it because she's alive. So like, what am I trying to prove? It's a real shame what happened to your homes, but I heard you were hoping to join our cause. Yes, ma'am. First things first, get some rest. We'll straighten you out after that. I heard about Kuma-san. Sorry about that. We let everyone's work go to waste. Don't worry, I know you two are taking it the hardest. He might have been programmed to return to Marie-Joie as a contingency. So, Sabo, you don't want the captains hearing what you've got to say? Yeah, just hearing it might put your life at risk. What the hell? There was some major trouble at the Reverie. I'll tell you all about what really happened at the Holy Land of Marie-Joie. Oh, damn. This next chapter is going to be wild. If the next chapter picks up from here, oh, it's over. It's over. There's no way. This is like, all right, put it this way, guys. This arc right now and everything that's happened since Egghead started has been basically the hype levels of Reverie, but maybe like even more. And it's actually like a full-fledged arc. This is not like 10 chapters. This is not like 20 chapters. Like, this is a full-fledged arc we got here. And we have all these different events happening all at the same time. Every single chapter has been jumping between all the major players. And, sheesh. I mean, damn. Like... Wow, I feel like I'm learning too much. I feel like I know so much more than I did 2 weeks ago. So much happened in this chapter. It's crazy. This announcement, I'm gonna be real, man. This announcement that Buggy made here might have been one of the hypest things I've ever seen in One Piece. This moment is legit one of the coolest things. I love when joke characters drop the joke. That's one of my... Sorry, that fucking... My dice I have on the desk. Yeah, I absolutely love when joke characters drop the joke. It's one of my favorite tropes. Where's this other one that I dropped? I'll find it later. Oh, it's in my sleeve. Yeah, so like that's one of my favorite tropes in fiction is like you have a character that's like a gag character. They're like a character that you don't usually take seriously. You don't usually have a lot of faith in them to be like, a character that moves you or accomplishes something great in the story. And then they surprise you with like some great moment of growth or some moment of like profound like character development that just, I don't know, like that sort of thing just gets me. And Buggy epitomizes this. The only person I can think of that stacks up to something like this is Usopp. And I spent a good amount of time explaining earlier on stream why I, wanted to make this Usopp video, because I really do think Oda's saying a lot with that character. And I think definitely what I'm talking about here with this trope has something to do with this, for sure. Because this is sort of the same thing, and Usopp and Buggy definitely have a lot in common. They definitely do. So, sheesh, man. I was not expecting this. I was expecting anything else besides this. This is a crazy revelation. He really, truly wants to live up to Roger. He really wants to succeed Roger. I did not know that, man. Everything Buggy has done up until now, every single thing Buggy has done up until now has just instantaneously been reframed for me. It's now been completely granted a new perspective. Captain John's treasure, fucking wanting to book, like everything in Orange Town, like wanting to make merry and like constantly throwing parties and being flashy, and everything about Buggy's character makes so much more sense. It's all been recontextualized for me in one fell swoop. And I gotta just credit Oda as being a fucking genius, because he knows the timings, right? Like naturally my timing is like, okay, we don't get the Buggy developments until later, when we get the Shanks developments, and then we kind of get more into Gold Roger's crew. We get to see some of the crew dynamic, what it was like for the crew members, and then as a result, obviously we would get Buggy and Shanks and all that stuff. I thought that was going to happen way later. Leave it to Oda to surprise the shit out of me and then do something like this, like a week after giving us Garp stuff. He gave us like Garp stuff 2 weeks in a row. He gave us Shanks like badassery. Like, it's just back to back to back to back to back. It's crazy. And just when you think Oda has enough craziness to work with, right? Just when you think. It's like we got Saturn and Kizaru and Seraphim and all this stuff going on at Egghead. I just have to reiterate, guys, we finally met Vegapunk. like we all forgot about this. We haven't seen Luffy in over a month. Thanks to Artur for that statistic, by the way. It's a fun one. We have not had a chapter with Luffy in it in well over a month now. It's been a while. It's almost like I feel like we've collectively been so hyped up by all this stuff, we almost forget. It's like, not only do we have all these revelations about Buggy, the Cross Guild, there's characters dying right now. There's Eam vaporizing islands. We got Vegapunk on Egghead. We got the Lunarians getting recreated. We got fucking Senor Pink's Devil Fruit. We got a Mihawk, a mini Mihawk fighting Zoro. We got Lucci and Kaku back in the story right now. Are you kidding me? With Awakened Zoans? And then we cut away from that, and for what? We get Saturn on we have a fucking Gorosei pulling up to the island, getting the full name drop. We have Kizaru, like we have an Admiral pulling up, and then we cut from that to Shanks versus Kid, Law versus Blackbeard, Garp and Kobe versus Blackbeard, and then like Aokiji joining the Blackbeard Pirates, and now this? We are there's no way. And the Ohara stuff. Yes, thank you, Wally. And the Ohara stuff, the Saw stuff. Like, we are in without a doubt. Also, Pepe Island? We are in without a doubt the best part of One Piece. All of my doubts are now gone. I have no more reservations about this arc. I have none. The Revolutionary Army stuff, the Kuma stuff. I mean, like, this. I still have stuff to talk about. I can go on. I can go on and on about how much insane shit Oda has crammed into the last like 10 chapters alone. This is insanity. This is insanity. Every week a chapter comes out. My neck hurts from the whiplash I get. I'm grateful for these break weeks almost, because I feel like I need time to relax and digest what I'm reading, because we are truly in peak mode. We are in the best time to be a One Piece fan. It's the best time to read One Piece. This shit's amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. I never thought I'd read this chapter within this last month. Like, come on. This is amazing. This is so sick. Stefan, I like that idea. He said T-Bone, according to the One Piece wiki, is known for his generosity and selflessness. Maybe he allowed himself to be killed and turned in for money so the poor can be fed. That was one thing about his character trait I really liked, was that T-Bone was like this really terrifying looking dude. He's not a very, good looking guy. He's kind of ugly. And he's like, he almost looks like a stereotypical bad guy. But the joke with him was that he has a heart of gold. He's a beautiful soul. The dude loves, he's a genuinely kind person. So if this is all like some joke on him, like he just kind of gave himself up, but like not even like some noble, dramatic, romantic way where he's just like sort of, it's like played up for the joke of the character, it's like taken to the extreme. That's kind of funny. The alternative is that I feel really bad because he was a genuinely like wholesome, good dude. So like I don't want to, I feel bad that he just kind of got owned off screen there. But he was a minor character. Yeah, Wrench Dodger, and there's still so many mysteries left to uncover. There's still so many. Exactly, the old man was shivering. He was afraid Buggy might find out the ruse. Oh, yeah, that's interesting, right? But yeah, that makes a lot of sense too, right? Because it's like an old guy that kills him. It wasn't like someone that you would expect to like do something. It's not like a bounty hunter, So yeah, this could have just been like a really unfortunate villager. Mario said, don't worry, hidden his cousin Sirloin will avenge him. Sirloin. That makes me think of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Sirloin. I'm not sure how many people will understand the reference fully, but I do like that show very much. As a matter of fact, one of my friends over at Piecemeal had some involvement in the new Aqua Teen stuff. The most recent movie that came out. I actually still haven't seen that yet. Let me see. I think I missed some super chats earlier. I'm just checking. I'm gonna check here just to make sure. Okay, I saw. Thank you. I'm sorry, ZMP. I missed your super chat earlier. Thank you for the $5, my friend. He said, the Cross Guild reminds me of the wealth, fame, power speech Roger gave. Crocodile represents wealth. Buggy represents fame. Mihawk represents power. That's the fucking best thing I've ever heard. That's the best thing ever. I love that. I didn't even put that together. No, that makes so much sense. Because he's like... Because Mihawk's the one that fills in the blank. He's like, our power, right? And then Crocodile's like, we need to gather wealth. And then Buggy comes in with the real shit. That's my goat right there. Okay, yeah. No, I love that. That's my headcanon now. I love that. Young Usopp, thank you for the $5, bro. He said Buggy inherited Roger's will, being the lesser apprentice, while Shanks inherited the duty assigned to him until the dawn comes, the gatekeeper. I like that as well. Buggy wasn't given whatever message Roger left with Shanks, and when he gave him the straw hat and all that stuff. Buggy wasn't a part of that. So he was kind of left with Roger's legacy, and he was just kind of left with whatever he wanted to do with that. So, Buggy went about it his own way. He's foolish, he's silly, he's all these things, he's a joke character, blah, blah, blah. But man, like, he embodies an element of Roger. He does. Wealth, power, you're doing it backwards. Yeah, Mr. Rubik's, that, I want to see the official translation. I want to see how they handle that line. I got chills. That sent a shock up my spine reading that page. Man, that was so good. This is so good. This span of like panels here is so good. Oh man. Yeah, this is a god tier chapter. Can't believe you keep missing my very important super chats, Tainted Marth said. Well, let me see. Did I miss one? Let's find out. Proposing this as the new emote for the streams. Vid, I like that a lot. He posted that in the Discord. Let me quickly. You want me to add that in real time? Do we have the space for more emote slots right now? I could add it in real time. You guys could use it right now. I feel like we have to do this, right? All right, let me go to the supers. I think I missed Marth's super. Oh, apologies, Marth. He said, "Yup, that's right." For €5. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. I'm sorry I missed that. All right, let me let's see. You want to this emote that Vid is proposing we add is a Buggy Chad emote, just for those who are interested. Let me see if we got a slot, and then I'll put it up to a poll, which I assume is going to be an overwhelming yes. I would hope so. Let's find out. How do I edit membership stuff? Emoji. Do I have space for one more? I don't. I gotta replace one. I think I'm gonna replace Dog Champ or Sip. Here, let's do that. I'm gonna do that right now. Bear with me, guys. It's gonna take probably a combined like 30 seconds. And I'm gonna give you guys a new emote to play with in the chat in like 30 seconds. Just give me a bit. I just gotta quickly make this transparent. Okay, emojis, Buggy. Okay, let's add this. Damn it. Image aspect ratio must be 1:1. Okay. Give me a second. Alright. Buggy emote will be up in 2 seconds. And then once this is up, as soon as it's up, hopefully it immediately updates. And then you guys, I want to see nothing but Buggy. Alright. Alright, we're in. Okay. Everyone, the Buggy emotes should be there. I replaced the Goku Sip. I'm sorry, Moog. I saw you were using that one earlier, but that one I feel like has the least utility compared to this. Damn. Let's see. Did it replace it? Yeah, there we go. I'm dropping a bunch in the chat right now. There you go to all my goats who just got memberships today. There's your brand new Buggy Sencho Chad emoji. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Vid. Vid says, full disclosure, I did not make it. I just found it on Google Images. It's alright. It's just an emoji. We're not making money off of the emojis themselves. It's off the channel. But it's not like we're selling the images. Yeah! Look at that! That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I wish my stream feed was able to display the emojis instead of the fucking text or whatever. That's wonderful. take a look at chapter 73 and the title and who is on the cover page for a nice and cool surprise hidden. All right, Stefan, let's check it out. You said chapter 73, right? So, yeah, I'm gonna pull it up here. This is what he's referring to. This is cool. Yeah, the buggy wall is just going and going and going. Buggy Central! Let's go, keep it going. I love that. I love that. This is the only time that spam's acceptable. On a day like this, with buggy, with so many clowns in one day, you just gotta spam. You gotta spam the clowns. You gotta spam the clowns. Hidden, shouldn't you be wearing the Star Clown jacket right now? You know what? You know what, Toby? You're right. I should be wearing the Star Clown jacket. Pardon me for a second. Got the jacket in here, I think. All right. Needed an excuse. Needed an excuse to bust out the good old Star Clown jacket over here. Yeah. Hell yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The Star Clown. You already know. You already know the fucking Star Clown. Let's go. I gotta show the back? Of course I do. That's my fucking Pirate King right there. That's my fucking Yonko, baby. Oh God, he's hot. Oh, what's that, Buggy? Oh, you want to be Buggy? You want to be Pirate King?
Nice.
Yeah, I agree. You should. Here you go, man. What's that? What's that, Buggy? Hold on. What's that, Buggy? You want to be Pirate King? In honor of all the kind donations, the super chats, the support, the memberships, the gift memberships, in honor of all the hype, in honor of all the buggies that I just see so many buggy senchos in the chat right now. In honor of all this, I have to announce something. Everyone, the One Piece is real.
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, good stuff, guys. Well, that was very fun. That was very fun. This is a good little stream. Great day to clown around. It's a great day to clown around. The One Piece! Oh, man. We started off on a little bit of a tangent today, but I feel like this chapter, I mean, it's hard. It's hard not to get hyped and get into a better mood after reading something like that, man. I leave it up to Oda, man. That's all I can say. This man has been able to lift me out of my worst places throughout my fucking life ever since I've encountered One Piece. Every time I'm in a sour mood, a bad mood, all I gotta do is throw on some of Oda's magnum opus, and then I just get treated to I just get happier. I just become happier. I just become less upset. Truly, if there's a joy boy on planet Earth, it's the guy who fucking wrote One Piece. That's what I'll say. That man is my joy boy. He has been able consistently. Oda has been able to bring me out of my bad moods. So I gotta give him props for that, man. That's why I love this series. Killer, I appreciate you, bro. Really, thank you. He gifted another 5 memberships. You guys are really generous. I appreciate that, man. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the squad. Welcome to the hidden crew, man. Welcome everyone. The anime is very comforting for me, especially pre-time skip. Jason, I mean, for real, bro. For real. I can't tell you how many times I've just okay, this is I'll just say this right now before I continue my sentence. I can only sit in a fucking like a varsity jacket and a suit vest for so long before it just starts to become really hot in here. But yeah, man, I can't tell you how many times I just used to, like, back in the day, I was in these like modes, you know, I was going through a really, really rough situation years and years ago. And that was when I first discovered One Piece. And I remember, like, at the end of every day, I'd be like, and, you know, I'd be like upset or whatever, and I wasn't in a great place. And then I would just throw on some episodes. And then, you know, 1 episode became 2, and then 2 episodes became 3. And then eventually I was sitting through entire arcs in one go. And True Toby can attest to that, man. The series has done wonders for me, and even now, like that, you know, that's why I'm so passionate about it. That's why I get so fucking heated in these discussions. It's because, like, this is something that matters to me a lot. And while maybe to the average person it's just a manga they read, like, for me, I'm also, you know, I'm also making content with this stuff. Like, I'm doing it every day. I'm surrounded by this stuff, so it's like I do. Like, of course I'm gonna have passion about it. Of course I'm gonna care. Like, it's fucking awesome. It's a great series, man. It's very important to me. So, he said, Akash Shurchan said, love from Nepal. Thank you, bro. Yo, shout outs to Nepal. Nepal, my goats. I think you're the first person from Nepal to actually, to give a shout out from your country in my stream. So, a huge thank you, bro. Much love. Dill, thank you for the $7 Canadian, bro. He said, same, bro. I feel the exact same about this series. I've been a fan since I was legit 5, and it's been there for me ever since. Eternally my goat. That's the thing, man. It's like, you know, no matter how many times I find myself, like, in these, like, modes where, like, I'm not, oh, you know, I'm not feeling great or whatever, I feel like One Piece is just such a consistent medicine for that. It really is. It really is. And this is not just for One Piece, you know. This goes for a lot of things, because it's not like my whole life. I'm a relatively new reader to One Piece. I got caught up on One Piece, like, at this point 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe a little bit more. So, like, it's been, you know, it's been relatively recent. Before I had One Piece, it's not like I didn't have any outlet, you know. There's other series, there's other amazing series out there, and then what the point of what I'm trying to say is that I think that this is just like a message about good storytelling in general. It's like, you tell a good story, you're a good writer, you put out, like, you work on that art and you put it out to the world, and you put your blood, sweat, and tears into your craft. And this is why I will always vouch for quality over quantity. I know that One Piece has somehow miraculously managed to accomplish both, but it's just like Oda clearly put so much effort into his work, and so much time into his work, and love and passion, and it's like, that rubs off on you. It rubs off on you. A good story, a good storyteller, and someone with a lot of passion for what they do, and they put that passion into their work, and they spend a lot of time to guarantee that what you experience from their product is as up, you know, it gives you something. You leave with something. And that's what Oda's so good at doing. He's very good at doing that. Every time I read a chapter, I feel like I got something new to talk about for the next week. It's like, yeah, I gotta really big, I gotta give really big respect to Oda for being able to do that so consistently and so well. That's like, it speaks to what being what a good writer is. And this also goes for you guys. Like, if you have like art or writing, like something that you want to pursue, like definitely put the time into that, man. The only way we got One Piece is because a guy like Oda decided to just sit down and work on it nonstop. He put that passion in. It rubs off. When you read that, you feel it. This chapter, I love that, man. Mr. Future Singer, thank you for the $5, brother. He said, I can feel your passion, brother. You truly shine like a star. You are a man. You should shine like the star you are, man. Love you and all the Nakama we've made. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I put my love into it. I put my love into it. Sometimes it gets hard too with some of the shit that happens, you know, especially the spoilers and stuff, but I do my best. So thank you, man. I hope my hope is that one day you know, we'll all be able to just enjoy One Piece for the story it was, and not this, like, part of the ongoing, you know, like the thing with the ongoing release cycle. It's like getting chapters every week and having new stuff constantly happen. It's great for theories, it's great for stuff like that, but it makes it hard to it sometimes gets in the way of my enjoyment of the story. Sometimes. You know? When it's like you put out a theory and you just have like a bunch of people get upset at you for your theory, or you know, you want to read the chapter and you want to find out what happens next, but then like the spoilers come out early, or the scans get done super early, and then your page or your social media gets flooded, and it's like sometimes it becomes hard to enjoy the story while it's ongoing. So part of me is like, man, when the story's done and we have the whole story, it's like all done, I feel like discussion about One Piece is going to be way more chill, and I can't wait for that day. I can't wait for the day where it's like just easy to just talk about One Piece. There's no more guessing. There's no more fucking arguments that need to be had. We're all just able to talk about the story that was, hopefully a great story with a great ending. That's what I'm hoping. You know, part of me is like, when One Piece ends, I don't want One Piece to end, and I'm going to be very sad when it does. But part of me is like, when it does end, it'll at least be easier to maybe make this sort of content and continue. Because sometimes it does get in the way when you get like, you know, you have to keep up with this like constant release cycle. Max Lister, thank you for the £5, brother. He said, off topic, but how do you think Haki will affect Sanji's new durability? I think Haki's going to play a huge part in that. I think Sanji's durability is great, but at the same time, if you had a character like Luffy, or you had like any other really good Haki user, there's not much that like, if you put them against like a Germa, right? Like, they got these really nice exoskeletons, they're really strong and resilient and all that shit. Luffy hits him with one good armament, or even Conqueror's Haki encoded, like coded punch. Ichiji's fucking going through the wall, bro. He's taking some damage. You know, it's like, the way I see it is like Sanji has a big buff from that, and maybe it like gives him kind of a crutch regarding like Haki and defensive capabilities. Because like we have Zoro, right? Like we expect Zoro to be good with those sorts of things, like Haki, being able to like coat things in Haki, being very physically powerful, physically resilient, big stamina. That's something I kind of attribute more to Zoro than Sanji. So this genetic trait that he has, I feel like is his way of kind of evening, like kind of closing that gap a little bit, and kind of evening the playing field for him against like a bunch of experienced pirates who are probably going to be way better at Haki. I definitely don't think it's not going to make him like overpowered or something, you know. But that's how I feel about it. I'm really waiting to see the Haki of the Straw Hats get developed, and that's something that I feel like has not happened enough in Wano is that the hockey of the Straw Hats was not very, like, there was not as many clear stepping stones for the rest of the crew. We got a little bit of like armament hockey stuff with Robin with the Demonio floor. That's cool, but that's like kind of ambiguous too. It's like a little bit up in the air whether or not that's armament hockey that's doing that. Like, what's the whole deal with that, you know? But like, let's assume it is. Robin got her thing there. Zoro, you know, he got a better grip on the hockey, you know, infusion in his sword, and also he unlocked his Conqueror's hockey. Aside from Zoro and Luffy, though, like, Zoro and Luffy are the two biggest hockey developers in Wano, and I feel like with everyone else, it was kind of like other things, you know? Nami has not made any hockey advancements, and with the way that Oda's framing it as being such an important part of survival in the pirate world, and like how even all these like scrub marines have like hockey to some degree at this point, the power creep of hockey has kind of affected my perspective on certain Straw Hats, and I want Nami and I want characters like Usopp and Nami to get those clear developments and to get that one up in combat. I really hope Usopp's observation hockey upgrades in Wano, because we got that little bit in Dressrosa, and I was hoping to see that expanded upon in Wano, but like, yeah. Did I say I hope Usopp's hockey gets expanded upon in Wano? I meant Elbaf. My bad. Great Green Demon, thank you for the $10. He said, I watch an episode with my daughter every night. Always puts a smile on her face and mine. Well, except when we watch Ace say goodbye. Her tears got me feeling the way I felt when I first saw it. I love to hear that, man. Obviously, I don't love to hear about Ace dying. That's not what I mean, but I love to hear that you're sharing that with your daughter. I hope that when I have my own child one day, I'll be able to put them on the One Piece journey. And if they like it, I hope that they would end up finishing it. And yeah, man, it's really uplifting and nice to hear that, like, you know, One Piece is a story about passing on the will to the next generation and people inheriting will and all that stuff. And it's like, I also hear all these things of like, oh man, when One Piece ends, it's gonna be so sad. I wish I could experience One Piece for the first time again, blah blah blah. And it's like, let's think about it this way. Maybe One Piece is a dance that's only meant to be experienced once. We're only meant to dance to that music one time. You know, this is a journey we can appreciate and love, but once we've read it, and that's fine. You know, there's tales of adventures and all this shit that's been passed down over the ages, and those stories have never changed. We've told them hundreds and thousands of times. You know, it's fine. And the way I see it, it's like, it's not bad that One Piece is over. The best way to carry it forward is actually the message of the show itself. It's like, I can't have two journeys. You can't be Pirate King twice. You have one journey, you have one life, you live it to the best of your ability. Even Buggy said it. Go out and grasp what you desire. Let me pull that line up now just because it's so fucking perfect. Every moment you cling to your life might be your last, so why ignore that screaming urge inside you? If you gave up because of the reality of it was too daunting, now's your chance. Let's set sail and reach for and grasp for what we desire most. That's the thing. You got one life, and it's like, the only way to truly experience One Piece again after you're done with this story is to pass it on. The next generation inherits that story. It inherits that will, just like the story has shown us time and time again. You won't be able to experience it for the first time ever again, but someone else will. And that's why I take spoilers so seriously. That's why I take all these things so seriously about people's first impressions of the story, because a first impression is one of the most important things, especially in storytelling. And it's like, one of the best ways to experience One Piece again is to live vicariously through the experiences of other people, to pass it on. So like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And I think that's you know, that's really, like, you got one life. You got one experience. The only way to enjoy that or to feel that happiness again is to pass on that happiness to someone else. If you want to feel that joy that you initially felt, or that sadness or that raw emotion you initially felt, the best way to capture that is to help someone else have that same experience. That's the way I feel it. That's why I take everything so seriously with you know, that's why I take everything so seriously with this, because it's like, you can only experience it for the first time once. I'll never be able to read this chapter again for the first time. It's like, that's why I don't want to get spoiled, you know, obviously too, right? But yeah, it's like, it's a great thing that you're passing it on, bro. I want to do the same thing. That's the point I'm trying to get at. I want to do the same thing. I hope everyone takes notes on that and does the same thing, passes the story along, you know, guides people onto a story that they may very well enjoy. That's how every story's been passed down. And now this is a lot of my next video is actually bleeding through into what I'm talking about right now. So I don't want to go too much further because I'll save it for the video. But in my next video, I do talk about the importance of storytelling. And I talk about how, in a way, you know, like how a lot of people, like a lot of JoJo fans like to connect Araki to Kishibe Rohan. In terms of like the voice for the author or some sort of self-insert for the author. I feel like Usopp, in a way, is almost an author kind of self-insert there with Oda, but like not completely, but like kind of. And I'll talk about it in detail when the video drops. But Rubik's, thank you for the 5, homie. He said community arguments will never end. We just need to keep working on building a community that can argue while still respecting one another. Hashtag hidden fam. Thank you, Rubik's, and thank you for the donation. I agree with you very much. I agree with you very much. I think I really do think that the thing is the arguments are never going to end. I agree, but if we can create an environment where people are willing to take criticism and not like we have to turn the environment into one of like an open public forum and not one of like some sort of competition. We can't just be competing with each other to get the one-ups on each other and to get the W's and to be the right person in every scenario. Sometimes you're not right. Maybe I'm not right in this scenario, but you guys have to prove that to me, because right now I don't think I'm in the wrong with all this stuff. I think that genuinely I think we're dealing with some grifters here. And, you know, if I feel that way, whether or not you like the opinion, I'm going to share it with you. And at least count on that. Are we doing a live rereading for 1060 now too? You said you like to do that earlier in the stream. Yeah, Stefan, let me pull that up. I wasn't going to do a rereading of 1060 entirely. I just wanted to check to see if the knocks were there when Sabo did that. Let me see. Let me just double check the chapter right now to see if those knocks even happen. Okay. Now what I wonder is, right? So I'm trying to figure out where the knocks happen. Like Sabo was referring to these like triple knock code. The only thing I can think of is this thing here where it says do 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 do. But I thought that was an onomatopoeia for this blast, because you have a whole row of do 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 do's here. So I don't think that's the triple knock that he's referring to. And then the next page they're like, Sabo, are you there? Sabo, are you there? And then there's no additional knocks or anything. So like, did the sound effect show up in 1060? If it did, definitely let me know. Did he finally find Moda? No, I thought this was Moda. That's the thing. I thought this person here was Moda, but it's not. I mean, it probably is. It could be. But like, isn't this person, like, they all look like milkmaid. This thing, it could be anyone. It could be any villager that just happens to have that clothing. So it's not definitively Moda. I can't say. There's enough reasonable doubt to assume that Moda got off the island safely. Were there any casualties on this island? That's also possible. It'd be kind of dark, but from the way it looks like Sabo just got everyone off. It got everyone off the island. No, Marth, yeah, Moda is there. She is there in the group. Like, she survived, so Moda's all good. I was just trying to find her in the original chapter, because it seemed unreasonable to expect Moda to somehow escape the island when she was, like, right in the middle of the island once the bright flash started happening. Like, how does Sabo get her off the island in that span of time, you know? Juan Carlos, thank you for the member message, bro. He said, after reading this chapter, I'm gonna need Blackbeard to pack up Mihawk and take his sword. I believe in Blackbeard more than a lot of people, I think, because a lot of people are like, oh, Blackbeard is you know, he's gonna do some underhanded scheme, and it's like, I don't know, guys. Like, I think he's also strong. I think he also is, like, secretly strong as fuck. I'll be real. I don't think it's like a Buggy situation. I don't think it's like Blackbeard is incapable on his own and he needs to rely on some underhanded tactics universally to win. I also do think, like, we have to recognize he also has 2 devil fruits at once and 2 of the strongest devil fruits at once. You could give that shit to fucking anyone. You could give that to Mr. 3 and then Mr. 3 will overnight become a Yonko. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's busted. That's busted strong. So I believe in Blackbeard. I definitely believe in him. Oh, damn. All right, so PXPX said Sabo only got the people that wanted to join the Revolutionary Army. The other people and the king got smoked. Yeah, it doesn't look like the king's in this crowd or anything. So yeah, that makes sense too. They got smoked there. I like that they got this drink on the table here. I wonder what they're drinking, what they're sipping on. Is that some whiskey? Some bourbon? Majin says, experiencing One Piece, you go from Luffy to being Rayleigh. You know the secrets of the world, but you watch the next gen, your kid come to their conclusion. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was trying to, like, get at, you know? It's like we go through One Piece, we see the end, we see what the One Piece is, we learn what the point of the journey is, we know the conclusion, and then once it's all done, it's like we know everything. So what's the joy that comes after? It's like, we have to take up the role of Rayleigh, my friends. We got to become Rayleigh. We got to wait on Sabaody, and maybe you have a kid or you have a close friend that's like, one day you're like, hey, you want to check out this series? And you show them One Piece. You don't say anything. You don't say anything about the ending. You know, you let them come to their own conclusions as Rayleigh would. And no, that's beautiful, man. Going from Luffy to Rayleigh or like Luffy to Shanks or something like that. I like the Luffy to Rayleigh thing, but yeah, that's basically what it's about, man. That's how I feel. It's like you finish the story, the best thing to do is then become Rayleigh. Pass it on. Share it. You're saying that the code is the speech bubble, like the triple line thing that happens on that page? I can't see where that is on this page, though. Oh, you know what? It could be this. It could be this. Oh, well, that's the Denden Mushi, right? The Gak Ganks thing here. That's a Denden Mushi. That's not like Yes, sir. Chris gets it. Thanks, Adria. Thank you for the €5, my friend. He said, do you think Shanks took the 4th poneglyph, gave it to the Gorosei, and now Sabo is going to tell Dragon he saw it there? Imu's pre-Laugh-Tail boss. That's a crazy inversion on what most people have thought. Would Imu happen pre-Laugh-Tail, and then the Blackbeard stuff happen after? I don't think so. I'm still curious about the man marked by flames thing. I haven't seen what people's like arguments were. I know a lot of people were like gravitating toward Dragon. I have not seen what the logic for it was. I haven't checked that stuff out really in depth, but definitely Dragon could have a connection to one of the four road poneglyphs. I just don't think it's like a situation where Emu has to get encountered prior to the One Piece stuff. The One Piece should reveal to us why we're fighting Emu. The One Piece and the Ancient Kingdom and all the history that's been tucked away, that's supposed to tell us why we're fighting the world government in the first place. So it's hard for us to like fight Emu and defeat the main villain that's like responsible for everything related to the One Piece prior to actually finding the One Piece. You know what I mean? Buggy's boat face is in the cover art, you say. Is that what, is that, hold on, let's see. The cover art, is it in the cover art for another chapter? The hash is on the TCB 1060 release after Please Beware of Tsunamis, after Lulusia got nuked. The thing is, though, I'm looking at the Viz release now and I don't see them on there. So that I don't know if it's that TCB figured out the hash code thing, or that Viz translated them as ellipses in the sentence. That's an interesting thing. Immediately after Lulusia is wiped, it's on the page to the left. Okay. If I can't seem to find it, I'm sorry, guys. If you can, if anyone's in my Discord server and you wanna send me the thing you're talking about, I'll definitely take a look at it later, just out of curiosity. It's under Chopper? Yeah, I don't see it in the current chap. Current chap, we get another day. Blah, blah, blah. The shadow current chap. It's under Chopper. The shadow? Yeah, I'm looking at the cover page, right? I don't know. I'm confused. Oh well. Send me the stuff you guys are talking about in the Discord, just so that I stay informed, just so I know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, send me that stuff. I'll definitely give it a look later. Mods, forgive me for copy and pasting. I might be onto something. If you have a theory, Izaz, feel free to come and post it in the theory channel of my server, man. Give it a look, to let everyone take a good look at it. Because if you post it in here, it's probably not going to get it's not going to get the best feedback or exposure, because it's going to scroll up the chat super quick. You gotta stuff your theory into like a short message. Come into the server, drop a blurb in the theory channel, and then people can peep it there. It's probably much better if you have a good idea. Guys, I kind of have to run to the bathroom. I'm done with the chapter. I want to change out of this suit as well, so I'm gonna close out the stream here. We had a crazy stream today. I know. I just want to say, for everyone that supported me and that stuck around and that you know, didn't just jump to me being a negative person because I took issue with someone being a douchebag. Like, for those that reserved judgment, heard what I had to say, and stuck around for the chapter and has been supporting the stream, I really do appreciate you guys. Every one of you that's been donating and all that stuff, like, it really does help me out a lot. You know, not only with upgrading the channel, but with my living situation in general. So I just want to say, you guys really, like, the generosity is very, very much, it's taken very deeply to heart. I just want to make that clear. And me, you know, getting upset or something on stream is not to create a place of negativity for you guys. In fact, this channel was meant to be a place of positivity. you know, for me, a place where I could go and hang out and talk about One Piece. And there are just bad actors out there who don't place as much respect on the series as I feel like they should. And I'm gonna call it out. And you know, I just want you to know that it comes from a good place. So thank you guys for all the support, and I love all of you, and I hope all of you have a good rest of your day, a good afternoon, and a wonderful a good night, and a wonderful Romance Dawn. All you take care. If I'm feeling up to it later tonight, I'll come on and finish up some Kingdom Hearts, and we'll play more of that. But I think I'm going to work on the video if I can. So no promises on the stream. Video comes first. I'll catch you guys later, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Also, last announcement before I go, I'm D King is doing a top 30 stream tomorrow. I think I'm going to be popping in for an hour, hour and a half around noontime. So if you want to catch me tomorrow, that'll be the place to find me. Everyone, all the best, be well, and take care.